Good morning, student. In this last session of the third lesson, that is primary and secondary cell. Primary cell, all of you know what are primary cells. Those cells or batteries which are used, they cannot be recharged again. Secondary cells are those cells that can be recharged again and again. So here we take first some primary cells. These are the two primary cells, Leclanche cell, Mercury cell. Leclanche cell and Mercury cell cannot be recharged again once they are used. And in secondary cells, we study the lead acid accumulator, nickel cadmium cell, fuel cell. These are the three rechargeable cells that we have to study here. And the last topic of the lesson is corrosion and rusting. Let's consider one by one. Here the role of students is more because these are the cramming type topics. Learn रटना है इनको. Okay, the primary and secondary cells. Here I take the screenshot from a book for an easy recapitulation of the topic. The first cell, primary cell, is dry cell in our syllabus. Dry cell in which the cathode is graphite and anode is zinc. The electrolyte used is magnesium oxide plus carbon and ammonium chloride plus zinc chloride, and the important is the reaction taking place at anode and cathode. You have to learn the reactions that takes place at anode and cathode, and here at last the overall reaction. Similarly, in case of mercury cell, you have to learn the anode and cathode, the electrolyte that is filled inside the cell, and the reaction takes place at anode and cathode, and the overall reaction. Similarly, in case of lead storage cell, the lead storage cell is the battery that is used in our inverters. Here you learn which is anode, which is cathode, what is taken inside the electrolytic cell, and the reaction at anode and cathode, and the overall reaction. Clear? Similarly, in nickel cadmium cell, that is the battery used in emergency lights. You have to learn the anode and cathode, the electrolyte taken inside the cell, and the overall cell reaction. It is your own topic. You have to write them again and again and try to understand. Let's see the next. This is the most important cell that is mostly given in the exam, CBSE board exam. Either you get the diagram in 2 marks, either you get the anode and cathode overall equation in 2 marks, or either you get the definition in 1 mark. So first we take the definition. The cell which is designated to convert energy from the combustion of fuels such as hydrogen gas, carbon monoxide, methane, ethanol, methanol into electrical energy. It is highly efficient. These are the applications. Sometimes the question is also given that write the application of fuel cell. So these are the application that is high. It is highly efficient, pollution free working, and continuous source of energy. And at last you have to learn the reaction of at anode and cathode and the overall reaction. That is relatively easier than rest of the types of cells. Clear? Now the corrosion and rusting, the last topic of this lesson. Dear student, rusting is an electrochemical phenomena. It is an electrochemical phenomena which occur in the presence of moisture, dissolved CO2. When carbon dioxide dissolved in water, then this reaction mostly occur, and in the presence of oxygen. Oxidation occur by the loss of electron from the surface of iron metal, which changes to Fe3 plus and pass into the solution, leaving electrons which go to the another spot of metal surface and reduce oxygen to water in the presence of hydrogen ion. This is a small working of this electrochemical process. Now the reaction at anode and the reaction at cathode. and the overall reaction, and try to understand the diagram also. So you have to learn only this much about the corrosion and rusting, and I think it is sufficient. Okay, it is sufficient to learn this topic from the slide only. Similarly, regarding fuel cell, you can learn this much is sufficient from the slide. In case of primary secondary, this much is sufficient. There is no need to search anything else from the book or any reference book. Okay, so this is the fourth and the last topic of this lesson. I hope all of you understand, and at last you will get some questions. Thanks for watching, and let also see the types of questions: the multiple choice questions, assertion reasoning type question, 1 mark question, 2 marks question, 3 marks question, and at last long answer 5 marks questions. So at last in for your homework you get these questions. And thanks for watching again. Hope you understand. Try to learn it from NCERT book also. Thank you. Have a nice day.